Hi everyone, this is Paul Davids, and today we're taking a look at 10 songs that use the same technique to make their chord progressions sound really wonderful. So we probably all know the feeling of playing chords and thinking, meh, that has been done before, or it just lacks something. So I want to share with you an awesome technique which is used quite a lot to give them that extra touch of magic it might need. The technique I'd like to discuss is called pedal point, or pedal note, or just pedal. It's a technique which has its origin in classical music, where the organ player played the lower registers with his feet, hence the pedal. But in this video we're taking a look at how it occurs in pop music on the basis of 4 different kinds. Regular pedal point, inner pedal point, inverted pedal point, and double inverted pedal point. We start with the most common and classic one, pedal point. The first song I like to discuss is Arriving Somewhere But Not Here by Porcupine Tree. In the intro, it slowly builds up, where the guitar plays a picking pattern with a constant D as a root note. The chords change, but the D remains the lowest note of that part. Listen how this technique creates tension and resolutions. The tabs for everything I'm playing are available at my Patreon page. So we probably all know the following song. It's called Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. This example isn't a chord progression per se, but it illustrates how one could use pedal point to create a sinister sound. This song is in the key of A minor, but it uses E as a pedal note. So it's the dominant, which means the 5th note of the scale instead of the root. A, B, C, D. The following song is Kashmir by Led Zeppelin, played in a dead cat tuning. This song is played with a pedal D with a chromatically raising top voice. This creates a certain kind of dissonance, which is resolved every 4 bars when the riff starts over. From the best album of Metallica, it's Call of Cthulhu, or Hangar 18. This riff is played in D minor and the A raises chromatically from A to C. Every chord has the D as a root note, which gives it that lovely tension. So the next technique is called inverted pedal point, where the pedal note is on top. This is a great technique for guitar and therefore seen a lot. The first song I like to discuss using this technique is Hurt, officially by 9 Inch Nails, but a little more prominent in the version of Johnny Cash, where you can clearly hear the piano just hammering the G, the G, the G, played over the A minor, the F, the C and the G chord. following song is not only interesting chord-wise, but also rhythmically is pretty awkward. It's played in a 4/4 time signature, but the chords are played mostly in dotted quarter notes or half notes. So let's talk about the chords. It's played in an F sharp key with a constant F sharp at the top, using the chords F sharp, G and A and E, which makes it a G major 7, an A6 and an E at 9. The next implementation of the pedal technique is called inner pedal point, which is very interesting. It's where the pedal note is between the highest and the lowest registers. This works typically well on a guitar with open strings, for instance the D and the G string, where the lowest plays on the A or the E string and the highest voice is on the B or the E string. Probably the most famous example of this technique is Blackbird by the Beatles. For the next song I arranged a little fingerstyle guitar part which melts two guitars into one, because I really like the intro of Let It Go by James Bay, but it's played with two guitars. So if you want to have the same sound using just one, play this. The guitar is tuned down a whole step, so we've got a constant F string as pedal note. Alright, last up is something I'd like to call inverted double pedal point. Inverted because the notes are on top, double because it's two notes, constantly two of the same notes on top. So here's a small fingerstyle arrangement of Fix You by Coldplay using that same technique. The bottom two strings, the E and B, are constantly played open. And it's not a guitar video without the next song, in the key of F sharp minor, but as we guitarists like to call it, just an E minor with a capo on fret 2. And then we get the chords E minor, G, D and A, which makes it the E minor 7, a G, a D sus4 and an A7 sus4. So these were examples, and it might very well be possible that you already played lots of songs using those techniques. But as for all music theory goes, knowing what you do and knowing what it's called can really help you using the same technique and recognizing it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that alert button so you get notified when a new video is up. And like, share or comment. Thank you so much, have a great day and see you next time. This was Paul, bye.